How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Last Pack Magic channel. We've got cool cards on the show today. How's it going, Michael?
Hey, buddy. Good to see you.
You too. We're gonna do a little '90s box break action today. What have you got for us? What did you bring? We're gonna make you big here.
Awesome. So it's the 93 Uncanny X-Men box, and it's got the 3 holograms: Cable, Magneto, and Storm. Okay, which those can get pristine 10s sometimes, and Black Label. That's possible.
It must be really difficult, though.
It is, but it's easier than a lot of other cards.
Right.
I'd say 25% chance a pristine 10. Seriously.
I love that we're having a real X-Men themed day here. I got my X-Men shirt. We got some X-Men VHSs on there. It's a good time. And Midnight Sun's coming out. There's a lot of Midnight Suns talk going on, but we're doing a little X-Men thing today.
We are. And the other one is the that Wolverine hologram that I don't know what the odds are, though. I don't think they've ever shown the odds. Maybe they have. I don't know, but maybe 1 out of every 4 or 5 boxes. I'm just kind of guessing, but a gem of that, you're probably looking at a $10,000 card. Because I know it's something that just doesn't exist out there. I think there's 1 or 2 in the PSA 10 pop report, and no Beckett 9.5s or 10s exist. So that would be sweet to pull one of those. Yeah.
I'm really enjoying the '90s boxes again. Just the new products are always, there's a lot of hype around them, and they're wicked and it's original art. Yeah. But I still just love having a good old '90s day. I'm going to open up '94 Fleer Ultra X-Men, which has my favorite Magneto card ever in it.
Which one?
The classic one. I'll pull it and I'll show you.
Okay.
It better be in there.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they did a Sega Genesis version promo of that same art.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, your box. I've been hunting the Wolverine crippled, the foil insert in Gem Mint. So we got to do some trading if you pull that.
I love it. Get out the magnifying glass and the light, and we'll get to the bottom of this.
Please, yeah. Can I get a start on this? Is that cool?
Absolutely, my friend. It's all you.
90s are my favorite. They always have been. I don't know if they always will be, but they always have been my favorite.
Man, I agree completely.
Yeah. They are special.
How long have you had this box? Have you been sitting on this a while, or is this a new pickup?
I bought this about 2 years ago at the Dallas Card Show, and it was a really good deal at the time. I think like $100 at the time.
Great deal.
So yeah.
Those packs look so good.
Yeah, they do.
Is this a concrete countertop that you got going on here, a table?
It is. It's a concrete table.
Nice.
Yeah. When I had this table ordered, it was being delivered on a truck, and the truck knocked out the power to the entire neighborhood. And I didn't know it at the time, but a friend of mine that lives here was leaving, and they asked the driver, "What's going on?" And the driver said something about, "I'm just delivering a table and I took the turn too sharp." And my friend called me and said, "Michael, your table, you knocked out the power to the neighborhood. Thanks a lot." So
wow.
Kind of a crazy story about that, but
oh my gosh.
Yeah. It was meant to be to eat on, but it just turned into a card table, Yeah.
Looks pretty solid.
Yeah, I like it.
All right, here we go.
93 Uncanny X-Men.
I really like these cards.
Yeah, these are unique. And again, for everybody that's watching that doesn't know, there's 3 different holograms and then a 4th that's not a part of that same set. There's a Wolverine rare hologram, and then there's a Magneto, Cable, and Storm holograms.
Don't you love that about the '90s? How they just kind of threw things in there that weren't on the checklist?
Yeah.
They're like, you know what? Whatever, we're doing it. I love that.
Yep.
There's a cool Sabretooth and Wolverine team up card, a 2-piece card that goes together in this set.
Awesome. Yep. You're right. I remember. I forgot about that.
I had to buy the Wolverine one for my master collection because Sabretooth's hand is in it. So it technically is part of speak of the devil.
Well, yep. There you go. I actually started to accidentally collect a lot of Sabretooth cards because it just goes hand in hand with Wolverine cards, right? Obviously. So, yeah.
That works to my benefit, really.
It does. It does. Yeah, for sure.
Archangel, that's a sharp one.
Yeah. And
It's
these can be,
keep going.
I was just going to say that I don't really know what the exact value is, but I remember going through these boxes and just, getting the gem mints of characters that were lower tier characters, maybe like Juggernaut, and then the higher tier characters. And if they gemmed 60 to 120 each just for the base cards. Now in this market, I don't know what they would bring, 40 to 60 maybe or more, but it's just another way to look at the part of collecting, right? If you want to get a box and you want to grade some base cards and turn a little profit, I just always like saying that because so many people say it's not my budget, I can't afford it. Well, if you plan and learn a little bit and know more about it, and you can make a few $100 off boxes pretty easily if you pick the right ones. Yeah.
If anybody missed it, me and Michael did a really interesting podcast about grading, and please check it out. It's on both of our channels. It's on the Last Pack Magic podcast. Check it out.
It was a lot of fun doing that show with you. I really enjoyed that.
There it is, right there with the card I'm talking about.
Yep.
Hopefully the Wolverine's right under it.
I'm sure it's in the box somewhere. Yeah, cool. These are unique for sure. I'm excited about your box too. That 94 Ultra is one of my all-time favorites.
You know what? It's one of my favorites as well. I've never opened it before. I own that set. I bought it as a base. But, I can't wait to open it. I got my whole setup ready to go here.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Black Queen. I love Beast cards when he's upside down.
Yep. Me too.
It's kind of funny. He's the only character really that works with upside down all the time.
It's true. So I forgot these don't pick up fingerprints. Sometimes I don't like to thumb through cards because I don't want to have to clean my fingerprints later, but I forgot these don't really pick up prints if you're light enough with your touch. So I'm just going to hold it normal.
There's no real gloss on them.
Yeah.
There's no bricking on these either. Like yours are just sliding apart. That must be because there's no gloss too, right?
It's exactly right. Yep. These do not brick. Thank goodness.
I'm in the middle of a bricking experiment. I'm trying that humidor method.
Let me know how that turns out.
Yeah, I got a cool little video started about it. I'll get a little science experiment on the go. I'll show you when it's done.
Awesome. Yeah, bricking sucks.
Yeah, it really does. It drives me nuts when you buy packs too, and they're obviously bricked, and nobody said anything before you bought them.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yep.
That's a cool Wolfsbane card.
Yeah, it is.
So, what's your plan with these cards? I know you're hunting that Wolverine.
Yep.
You obviously have this in a binder somewhere in your house already.
Well, I've got the set, and I didn't put it in a binder, but I do have the full set. My goal is to gem all of the top tier characters like Deadpool, and then I want to get the hologram set in all pristine 10. I've got 2 of the 3 in pristine 10, and the only one I need, I think, is the Cable or Storm. I don't remember. I need 1 more in pristine 10. So I'm trying to get the insert set of the holograms in all pristine 10, and then the top tier cards gemmed.
Right on.
The gold foil, I need 1 or 2 more of this to complete this set in all gems. So this is a fun set. Really fun set. Yeah, it's a good one.
I don't remember the gold foil ones in this set. That's news to me.
Yeah, it's like a 30-year anniversary, and it is a 9-card set, I believe. It doesn't say on here. Pretty sure it's a 9-card set.
Sorry, so it's a 30-year anniversary, but so I don't understand then. Is this box not from the 90s?
Yeah, so 93, so that would be the anniversary of 63.
Oh, okay, sorry. I'm on the same page again.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I had to think about it too. Yeah. All right. Yeah, so I honestly, before I started opening the box, I forgot about the gold foil insert. So this is like, I don't know. I think a lot of people sometimes open boxes and forget about inserts, and they like pull one and are like more excited, right? So
totally.
Yeah.
That stamping reminds me of the buyback stamp. That's why it kind of threw me off a bit.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Just so many characters in the X-Men world.
Mm-hmm.
Psylocke.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wolvie.
Yep. So you haven't opened this box yet, or have you?
I've never opened up this box. I'm slowly working my way through the 90s boxes. I've kind of opened them on the channel too, but this 94 Fleer Ultra X-Men is going to be the first 90s box for me in a while, other than that QFX.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Hopefully it's not bricked.
Yeah, let's hope. Those are a little harder to brick. If it is, that means it went through some extreme temperatures. And I've opened up a lot of those. Most of them don't brick, but a small percent do. So how does your plastic look on the outside in the box condition?
It looks worse than I do.
Not every time, but usually you can tell if a box is bricked, if the plastic looks like it has been in the sun and it's just been abused and it got hot, right? That's a good sign.
We will see here. It's not looking great. What are the pack odds? What are the pack odds on holograms for these?
I do not remember actually. And I don't think it's on the pack, but I'm going to look at the pack real quick.
As I recall, on the inside of these packs, it explains the power ratings on the back of the cards. I think.
I think so. I don't remember. Not on those.
No, but if you look in the opened pack, if you have an opened pack already.
Oh, sorry. Gotcha.
And so on the inside of the open pack, I think I might be mistaken about this. No, I'm totally wrong. It's a different set.
Maybe it's another one. Yeah.
Yeah. Cancel that.
Okay.
Iceman.
Yeah.
I liked the Iceman character. I love Domino. I liked the Iceman character in the X-Men movies.
I did too.
In the originals. I like that whole kind of love story with that. That worked for me. I was that age too where that hit home. I liked that.
Mm-hmm. Do you know when the animated X-Men comes out? Isn't it this year?
It's supposed to be 2024.
Yeah.
I haven't heard a firm release date, and like a lot of things, I think it's changed. Like it's changed multiple times.
Yeah.
I can't wait though to keep going on that series. I love that they're picking it up where they left off.
Definitely. Yep. Definitely.
That Phoenix card is fire.
Sweet. It's very, very cool. Yeah.
You know what it is? Is the Jim Lee 92 set that has the power rating on the inside of the packs.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
I guess so. Here are these are these film clippings or whatever from like the animated set.
That's it.
That's a great Wolverine card.
Love it. It's a real good one. The artwork on that's a good one. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of landscape imaged cards like on the side.
Yeah.
From the grading point of view, it must be kind of annoying too.
Well, I have whenever there's a landscape card, if the correct way, let's say, was like this, where it's viewed like that, like if that's the correct way the card was made, I always tell Beckett I want it in the case like that because I have to have all my landscape viewed cards facing that way, if that makes sense.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah. So I don't know if anybody grades. You can. I bet PSA would do it for you too, but I love that Beckett lets you put it in the case how you want if you put a note in the order.
I love that. PSA does that as well.
Nice. Apocalypse, that's cool.
Nightcrawler is a character I hope to see more of in the future.
Yeah, I like Nightcrawler.
Got a whole Wolverine pile going.
Yeah, definitely.
Checklist.
Yeah.
I love checklists. I wish they would come back, but every time you pull a checklist is a good day in your Marvel life, you know?
No doubt. So there's the Wolverine 3D.
Yeah. Oh, it is on the checklist. You're right.
Yeah. And then it is through 9. And then the gold through 9. Yep.
Cool.
Yes.
We haven't seen an insert yet. Let's see when these come out.
Yeah, I know. Just that road, but we haven't seen a hologram.
Right.
Yeah.
Jean Grey. I love the Jean Grey cards. This classic Jean Grey outfit with just the red hair. So good.
Sweet. Yeah.
cool Magneto.
Mm-hmm.
If I wasn't going to collect Sabretooth, Magneto was going to be the character I was going to go after.
I'll probably say this about too many characters, but Magneto's in my top 5.
Yeah, for sure.
I love Magneto. Love Magneto.
Yeah, the Eric Lencher character is just it's really well developed.
Yep. I agree.
Jubilee. I'm excited to see. I know that Deadpool 3 is finished filming. I'm looking forward to seeing that movie.
You and me both. I cannot wait for that.
Yeah, that'll be really cool.
Yeah.
I know that Deadpool, quite a bit of it was filmed in Vancouver. I'm not sure about the third one.
I didn't know that. Okay. Huh.
British Columbia competes with Hollywood because they give them such a large tax break.
Oh, okay.
They end up filming a lot of stuff up here. A lot of movies I watch or TV shows I watch, I'm like, I recognize that, and it's Vancouver.
I miss the movie industry being in our city. They came to our city for a few years. They filmed like 100 movies here. You know, there was movie stars all over the city. Family and friends saw them, and I don't know why they're not here anymore, but I really liked them being here. And all the actors and actresses, not all of them, but a lot of them would say, we love Shreveport where I live because nobody would freak out and run up to them and like act crazy. It's like, oh, hey, how's it going? You know, like everybody was real nice, acted like they were kind of normal. Nobody really went crazy. So
that's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody comes to where I work on the oil rig. No one have mentioned, you don't see anybody, just people you don't want to see.
Yeah. And you've been gone for, how long?
I do 15 days on, 6 days off.
Gotcha. Oh, here's an insert. Yeah, the Magneto.
Oh man, that looks so.
These typically are so clean. You just got to hope you don't have surface issues. But if you don't have surface issues, these really grade really well.
That's a gorgeous card.
Yeah, and it's like it's made of like a plastic material. It's not made the same way as the rest of the cards, you know?
It's interesting how the different cards, like some have surface issues just across the board, and other ones are more durable.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
In today's world, like some of the quality control is so bad, and then some of the quality control is so good. Like anime, the quality control is fantastic.
Yep. Before X-Men Metal was released a couple of years ago, I was really hoping it would be made similarly to 95 Metal.
Yeah.
And then we would have had better condition, but it was worse. One of the worst. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would buy another box. I love it. But in terms of like the condition of most of the cards, it was like crap, like it's like a rat ate around all the edges and the corners on most of the cards. I'm like, what are we doing?
It's wild as the prices increase, how the quality control can get loose like that. It's kind of unacceptable,
Yeah. Yeah.
Multiple man. I love that Gambit card. I love Gambit.
Yeah, I do too.
Let me guess, he's in your top 5.
Actually, he's one of those that's not. He's in my top 15.
Top 15? I like it.
Yeah. In my top 5, like Deadpool, Batman, Magneto, Venom, Spawn, Ghost Rider. Like I think I got 8 in my top 5. You know how that goes.
Right.
It's hard to narrow down.
Oh, it's for sure. That's the part of it.
Who's your top 3? Is it Sabretooth and Domino?
I'm gonna go top 3. I'm gonna go Sabretooth, Magneto. I really like Rogue.
Yeah.
I'm going to go top 3 with them. I do like Domino. I like a lot of the 90s Domino cards, but I like her with guns. They don't do that anymore.
Oh, yeah.
I like her with handguns.
Yep, I get it.
Actually, speak of the devil too. Mystique is just. I've considered collecting Mystique before because of her relationship to Sabretooth.
Oh, okay.
They have a kid together in the story, so.
Huh. I don't think I knew that. If I get back into comics, I might, but I mean, I haven't done it yet. It's been a long time.
Interesting story. So Sabretooth and Mystique had a kid together named Graydon Creed, and the other character I collect.
Oh, okay.
So
good to know. There's your boy.
Yeah, that's the second one you got.
Yeah.
It's
Do you
funny.
go ahead.
It's funny how as a kid these cards like when I had these cards, they were like sitting on a table. Like I would push them out of the way to put like something else on the table. You know, like
Yeah.
they just got beat.
Yeah. That's halfway through, so not bad so far.
Right on. I'm glad to see that Magneto come out. That's so.
Yeah, that's a good one. Are you looking for anything specific out of your 94 box?
That's a great question. I'm looking for like what you were saying of kind of experiencing the whole set over again, of like finding things you'd forgotten about. That's what I'm hoping to run into in this set.
Awesome. That's fun. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of my favorite boxes. I was talking to Josh today about top 3 or 4 boxes of all time versus, value versus top 3 or 4 boxes of all time that you personally have the most fun opening, regardless of value, right? Because there can be a difference there. Yeah.
I agree with you completely. My favorite sets are usually worthless.
94 Marvel Universe and 94 Ultra are definitely in my top 5 in terms of fun. Just some of the most fun boxes I've ever opened.
The collage images. That's a cool Mojo. Mojo, I think, is kind of an underrated character.
Yeah.
As like the TV host in that strange universe in X-Men, you know?
Yep.
A few doubles here.
Yep.
When I get lots of doubles in a pack, or when I like order from ComC and I get doubles, I'm looking for air cards.
That's one thing that I need to do with help with somebody, is to go through and research all the cards and just find the ones that have errors, because you never know what gold mine you're sitting on or what unique error that nobody else has. It may not be a common error, right?
That's right.
Yeah, that's cool.
Professor X is a really cool character. I'm going to put Professor X in my top 10.
I gotcha. Yeah. And when I like a lot of times I don't like duplicates, but if I get duplicates of, Wolverine or some of the top characters, I'm like, okay, more chances at a gem, right? More chances. Yeah.
What do you think is the most amount of cards you've ever shipped away to be graded at once?
Oh, wow. Most I've ever shipped is probably, it's probably about I'm just guessing here, probably 1,000 cards. Yeah.
There must be a big turnaround time on that. 1,000 cards is a lot. That's a lot of work.
800 to 1,000 cards, something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Have you graded more Marvel cards or more sports cards?
Huh. I don't know that. I don't know.
I don't mean to stump you either. I don't.
No, it's fine. It's fine. When I was doing Jordan, man, I sent off a lot of Jordans. I would probably say now Marvel has surpassed, because it was Jordan and Bo Jackson was mostly what I would grade.
Gotcha.
But yeah, now I think Marvel is more now.
Cool.
Yeah. Get these out of the way. There we go.
So many characters. So when you go to cons, so when you go to like the Dallas Card Show, are you on the hunt for boxes? Is that part of the reason that you're there, or does it just randomly come up and you're like, it's a good price, I'll grab it?
Boxes is the top reason. The number one thing I'm looking for: sealed boxes, and then secondly would be rare Marvel inserts. Yeah.
When Justin did that house tour with you, that's a cool Sentinel card.
Yeah, it is.
When Justin did that house tour, I could not believe how many boxes you had.
I mean, it's just, like I said, I've been doing this so long, it was just not public. So it just became just a fun hobby, and then it just kept adding up. And now it's like, okay, got a lot of inventory I need to sell and grade. Right. Yeah. Get rid of the inventory.
You break cards at a good pace. I like the pace that you go at when you do cards.
Thanks, man. I really try my best to do it the way I would do it if it was just me, because it just feels right to me. But if there's, when we do live shows, if people want to stop and look, we'll look and stop and whatever. But do you know, Brittany really cracks me up. You know, Brittany in the hobby?
I do. Yeah.
She cracks me up when she opens and she goes so slow. But if she watches this, I'm not complaining about you, Brittany. It's just a different way of doing it.
I haven't seen a box break of hers. I'll have to track some down.
Yeah, she's on a couple of Josh's older box breaks, and then we did one, and yeah, she does it completely different than you've ever seen. Completely.
I'll have to take a look at it. Yeah. Actually, Brittany reached out and she had a couple of cards for me that she had opened and wanted to pass on. She seems like a wonderful person in the hobby.
Yeah, she's super cool, and I tell her this several times. I'm like, it's just so great that not only you're cool and you have a good personality and you're nice, but you're a female. We're a bunch of dudes and we're all friends. It's all good, but it's like we love the change of pace, right? Just to have something different. It's just nice to have a female to do it. You know what I mean?
I've been opening Marvel cards with my niece recently, and I would really like to see more women enjoying Marvel cards, especially because of the number of incredible female artists that are in the hobby, and the amount of female characters that are in the hobby.
Yep.
My niece is into Marvel Beginnings right now. It's fun.
Who is?
My niece.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's super cool.
It's a riot.
My youngest, my 11-year-old, she enjoyed opening up her first box with me a few months ago, and that was fun. We opened up a Superman box, a 94 Superman box. I told her Wonder Woman was in it and Supergirl, and that kind of got her excited. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I got my niece into Spider Woman.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's a great rogue card.
Yeah, it is. That's just to show the difference, right?
Love it.
Well, yeah.
The foil looks so good. It's so good.
Yeah. If anybody grades these foils, make sure you clean the gold foil. Sometimes it's got a fog on it sometimes, and they may take off for grading on that. So
that's a pro tip right there.
Yeah.
Oh, and a storm one, right on.
Sweet. Cool.
Very cool.
Yeah. All right. And again, if anybody's joining late to this, the big hit in this box would be, we've got 5 packs left, would be the Wolverine hologram in gem mint condition. I don't know the value, $10,000, 7,000, 12,000, but a lot of money. It's worth a lot of money. Yeah. And I don't even know if I would sell that, because that would just be so rare. Like, I don't know.
That would really fit in well with your collection. I mean, I'd be surprised if you sold it.
Yeah, it would. I mean, everybody's got their price, but
true. Your entire collection's for sale on eBay, isn't it?
The whole thing for 1.5 million.
The whole thing. That blew my mind when you told me that during the podcast.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't want to sell it, for pennies on the dollar. So I'd just rather keep it if I can't get that, So yeah.
Is there an or best offer on the listing?
There is. Just a lot of it, that is for curiosity's sake, to see if any offers come in, right?
Of course.
And I think it's only 30 cents a month, 35 cents a month. So it's okay to keep it listed for a while and see, right?
I hope it sells, man.
Thank you. That would be cool. I'm going to stay in the hobby, but I don't know what I would do. Maybe go crazy with 2013 retro, maybe just do one of ones. I don't even know, but I would get back in the hobby and just enter it in a completely different space and do something different, Yeah.
2 really easy goals, just 101s or retro 13.
Something like that. Yeah. Something when you have a base that you can start with, right? If I do get that, you could really have some fun with that.
I've never thought about starting over. I have no idea how I would do things differently if I started over.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've got 75 base sets and binders.
Wow. That's awesome.
I got 7, and I have all consistently the same binders. So on my bookshelf, they look really sharp. I couldn't doing it different.
That is awesome. What are the what's the decades? Is it 90s and newer, or what's the?
Yeah, it is pretty much like, I guess I'd call it like maybe 87 to now.
Okay.
What I'm happy with is I have everything masterpieces. From 92 to 2022.
Wow, that's awesome.
And so all I'm missing from 2022 is the variant covers, tier 1 to 3.
Oh, wow. Man. But are yours anywhere online? Any images or no?
No, no, nothing. They're just literally on my bookshelf in my hobby room.
Yeah. No, that's. Oh, I was going to say. I feel like that there is an Error Juggernaut card, so I'm gonna leave it out to look that up later. Yeah.
Okay, I like it. Let me know if you discover anything about that.
I will. And I've opened boxes where you get all 3 holograms, and some of them 1 hologram. So
interesting.
Yep. Well, this was the box. I didn't pull my Wolvie, but I'm still very pleased with these inserts. This looks like a pristine condition Magneto, which is great. Got a bunch of Wolvies here to grade later. So
right on. And maybe a Juggernaut Air card.
Maybe, yeah.
Could you just run through the 30-year anniversary cards really quick?
Absolutely, yeah. So we got Storm. Waiting for it to focus here.
I just love that foiling.
Yeah. 9-card set. Really fun set to collect. Sweet Rogue. Sentinels.
Looks great.
Yeah, man.
Sentinels are a really cool part of the Marvel of the X-Men story.
Well, I mean, after I saw X-Men, I should know this and I don't. What's the one with the Sentinels again? Days of Future Past.
That's right. That's right.
Man, the way that they did the Sentinels in that movie, I was like, those are bad. Yeah,
they killed it. And some of the art that DeSantos did in 2022, I think the Rogue card was her ripping apart a Sentinel. I think, don't quote me on that. Well, no, not the Rogue card. One of the cards. It was super cool.
That's familiar. Yeah.
It was super cool.
Awesome.
Well, thanks a lot for opening that. That was really fun. That was
cool. Man. I'm ready to see yours now.
little 90s action here on a Thursday night or whatever day.
Yes. That's it.
So because it's a 90s box, I've got all my VHSs set up in the back here. A little Sabretooth action going on there, and I got a comic in the background. One of my favorite parts of doing box breaks is actually setting up the little background that they're going to get ripped in.
Oh, really? Okay.
And today I discovered that I forgot all of my card stands in my other suitcase.
Well, that works. I mean,
so I was like VHS day.
Definitely that works. Absolutely.
And so, like we were talking about, this is a super cool set, the 94 Fleer Ultra X-Men. As a kid, this was a set that kind of stood alone to me. This was the beginning of some like really cool cards. Like the 95 set of this is really neat as well.
Yeah, it is. You're right. The 95. I got one of those boxes left for now, and I'm going to open it one day. But the 95 is awesome. This one and the 95 are some of the best boxes of the 90s.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's. I'm going to save a couple of packs from this one for another opening video. And, you know, I keep last packs. I'm going to keep a few more than just the last pack out of this one.
Nice. Good luck.
36 packs in these 90s boxes is a lot of packs.
It is. It is.
Like, it's a lot of packs. This is fun. This is a box that I've wanted to open for a while. I got a great deal on these, too.
What'd you get it for?
I want to say that I scooped this for like $1.80 on an eBay auction. That's Canadian though.
Okay, so it'd be yeah.
So many packs. We're gonna be here all night, guys. Settle in. All right. So that is a very healthy stack of cards. Thanks so much for joining. If you guys are watching this right now and you haven't liked and subscribed to Cool Cards and Last Pack Magic, please do so. We've been making content and would like you guys to follow along.
But if you don't like Marvel cards, we don't recommend it.
Yeah, lose my number.
Yeah.
These aren't bricked at all. These just glide apart.
Goodness. Oh, well, that's one of my favorites. I love that one.
That's so funny that that's the second card to pull in the first pack. I got this card recently, and I was like, you know what? I own the box. I shouldn't have got that base card. But
that is yeah.
What is this one called again, too? It's the Mutant Massacre.
Hmm.
Love that. I better start a pile here.
There you go.
Oh, there's the first
Wolverine. Love it.
Wow.
Oh man. And that makes the card puzzle, if people don't know.
You know, so you're familiar with this. You be the commentator. I'm just going to peel.
Okay, so that's a portraits card. It's the Hildebrandt brothers did it, and it's a 9-card set, and then you put them together. They're meant to go in a binder, and they create this amazing image, all connect together, puzzle image.
I love that. And you know what? I actually need part of it. There's one of these inserts from this one with Sabretooth in it and Iceman. I want to have the full page for a binder I'm putting together of Sabretooth stuff.
Oh man, that's awesome. I'm looking up the set that I'm trying to collect on these inserts real quick. That man, that Wolverine portraits, those portraits card are awesome.
Love it.
Look at the Deadpool art. Oh, the Iceman for sure has an error here.
It has a which?
An error card, the Iceman.
I like some of the error cards that have the no foiling, where it's stamped, but the foiling make it on. I'm always looking for those in Sabretooth ones. If anyone out there in the world comes across one, you're going to have to let me know.
Yep. Oh, that's sweet. Look at that art. Isn't that cool?
So good. I mean, imagine the diet these two must have been on to have an 8-pack each, you know?
Yeah, their abs look better than mine.
There's a lot of setups going on in these cards.
Yeah. That's a sweet Quicksilver.
Yeah. Another interesting character in the Marvel movies there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that character. Shatterstar. That looks like comic book art almost.
Yeah, they didn't do him right in one of the Deadpool's movie. They killed him off pretty quick.
This is a really classic Cyclops.
Mm-hmm.
Really classic Cyclops.
Yeah. I was originally trying to collect that whole set in Gem Mint, and it's a challenge. But,
how many cards are in the base set in this?
My gut says 150, but I guess we'll find out on a checklist for sure.
We got something good in here. There's a good card in this stack.
Like a foil.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. What we got? Oh, that's sweet.
Cable destroyed.
Yep.
Wow, that's really neat. With Magneto in the background.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Here we go. All right. The Fatal Attractions. Yeah, I'm looking for that Wolverine. I hope you pull that Wolverine Magneto where he's pulling the adamantium out of Wolverine.
Love that card.
I've been hunting that for a long time. That's a good one. And yeah.
I love the 90s inserts. I was talking to somebody about it today. A lot of them have really held up where they've kept up with, they're still trying to make them like they did in the 90s today.
Mm-hmm. That's a neat one too. She's kissing Wolverine, and you got Cable, and
wow, lots
going on. That's sweet.
It seems like there was a range of artists that worked on this stuff. There's art. It varies quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Like that's like a really different, like watercolor-ish looking painting compared to the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
I love the way that the cards are at the bottom with the slant and the stamp and the foiling. Like,
oh man,
they redid these. What was it for? There were cards like this in Fear Ultra, X-Men. What was it? 17, 18?
I'm pretty sure it's 18. Pretty sure. Yep.
They made a good decision to go with this kind of card stock because they do look great.
Yeah.
Now there is a Graydon Creed card in this set. I have never pulled a Graydon card out of anything because there's only like 5 in existence.
Oh wow!
And
I didn't know there was one in this set. That's neat.
Yeah, I just recently actually got the buyback. I got my e-pack shipped to me yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
It arrived. And, oh, there's a great.
That's one of my favorite Sabretooth cards of all time.
Yeah, it's so good.
I love that.
Like him slashing the card too. It just looks. Yeah. There's a great buyback of this as well.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, I got the e-pack shipped to me, and it was really cool to get because the buybacks, and I'm not a huge e-pack user, but now that I've learned a bit more about it, I've started to get more out of it. Oh, here we go. 2 back Sabretooths.
Yeah.
That's a cool
portrait card, Iceman and Sabretooth. That's awesome.
Yeah. So this is part of that. I'm just going to add that to the pile over here. We'll try to put that. Hopefully, we get the whole 9-page spread, and we can put it together and show you guys.
If you do, that would be rare in one box, but you might.
So one of the other videos I saw, somebody came within one, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get that.
Dude, that's pretty good. They came within one. Wow.
Yeah, no kidding. That domino is just fire.
Got your guns. That's good.
Guns, yeah, that's my domino.
There's a Locust card in here that I don't collect, or I don't know anything about Locust, but the artwork is unreal.
These packs peel really nice.
Mm-hmm.
90s wax really does feel like wax, you know?
Mm-hmm.
These are cool. These battles.
The battle cards, yeah.
They're really cool. 36 packs, you get so many cards.
Yeah, you really do.
This Wolverine kind of reminds me of some of the art in the 96 Wolverine set.
It's different. I like it.
You've opened a couple of those 96 boxes, eh?
I have, yeah.
I've watched you open them. That's one of my favorite sets, to be honest with you.
It's beautiful. Boris and Julie Bell, yeah, beautiful.
They're really, really good.
I have a good friend that's going to commission Boris and Julie Bell to do a piece for him. I can't wait to see it.
Wow, that would be amazing. I didn't know that Julie Bell was a bodybuilder.
I didn't know that either. Oh, wow.
So much of the artwork that she's done, great.
Yep.
So much of the artwork that she's done is using bodybuilders as the models.
I did not know that. That's cool.
Yeah, it was, somebody feel free to fact check that. I'd hate to be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure I know that for a fact.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah. It's interesting that that they used so many models for these things that were all just like they're obscenely fit, and it makes sense that they would be athletes, you know?
Yeah. It's true. There you go.
There you go. We're killing this puzzle. That's 3 already.
That's it. Yeah.
Love that. I remember seeing these as a kid in the schoolyard and really loving the insert sets in 90s stuff, just with holofoil and the puzzles.
I traded a lot of these as a kid when they came out to friends. Yeah. Back and forth. Yeah. These were fun.
Were your parents into Marvel cards? Like, how did you get to be at the level of collecting you did at such a young age?
My uncle, love that Fatal Attractions card.
What a card! That's on the cover, on the box cover.
Yeah, my uncle was an obsessed Raiders fan, and so I started to get into the Raiders and Bo Jackson, and then that led into Michael Jordan, which led into Marvel. So
interesting.
Yep.
I'm kind of hoping to be that uncle to my nieces and nephews and get them hooked on this stuff so it looks less weird when I do it.
I love it.
My plan.
Yeah, that's great.
People always say like, "Oh, the Marvel hobby has grown so much." I think it's got nowhere to go but up, though. To be honest with you, with how many people are getting involved and following along with new masterpiece sets and things like that.
Well, how many times have you heard, Graydon, people that are into it now big time say something like this? Oh, I didn't even know Marvel cards existed. If I would have started earlier, right? I hear that a lot, right? So it makes me wonder how many more people are out there that feel just like they do, you know?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, and the publicity with Disney being involved with Marvel now, with the popularity of shows like ours on YouTube, putting it out there that there's these cards and the fun is out there. There's nothing but more people getting into it. And then from the investment point of view, like you pointed out, there's a lot of people transitioning into Marvel from the sports world.
Yeah. I made a decision to stick with Marvel because it was just more fun to me than sports. I know that's not how everybody feels, but it just was more fun to me, you know?
I find it really cool that so people in sports are following athletes that they're interested in. That's a great card, eh?
Yeah, you're right. No, that's an amazing. I love that one. I traded $500 worth of cards to get that from a buddy that got it in a Beckett 10.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, you might, since yours aren't bricking, you might have some pristine 10s in here if you want to grade them.
I might need to do that. I've never sent away for grading. Well, you know what? After we're done this stream, I'm gonna talk to you about maybe sending away my first package for grading.
Sure.
I was going to say, so in the sports hobby, people are really interested in their favorite players. Yeah. Where in the Marvel hobby, it's really cool. People are into their favorite artists. It's a very different thing.
We got collectors that do only artists, or they do only sets, or they do only characters, or a combination, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I love how celebrated artists and their artwork are in Marvel card collecting.
For sure, I do too. That's a good point.
Here we go. There's your card.
That's it.
There's your card.
If it's Jim Mint, I'll give you everything I own.
Let's take. You know what? I can tell you right off the hop, it's got a corner, and it is definitely not Gem Mint.
Oh well, that's why it's a tough one to find. But it is an amazing card to me. I love that card.
I really like this card. I like the storyline with it too. I think all of us kind of wondered as you start to think about the superpowers that these mutant powers that the Marvel characters have, why they didn't just rip Wolverine apart, or why Professor S just didn't. He could have just ended everything, right? And stuff like that.
Sure. Yeah.
I was going to ask you, have you ever had an interest in Wildstorm?
Yes, but not in a Wildstorm way. So I would buy Wildstorm boxes to get Spawn cards or Deadpool cards, or I was searching other things. So yeah. You?
I like the Wildstorm stuff a lot. I actually have the majority of the sealed boxes I have are all Wildstorm.
Dude, that's cool. I just don't know anything about it, you know?
Yeah, and I started to like them just because of the Jim Lee art.
Yeah, they've got some amazing cards for sure.
And I like Grifter. I like the character Grifter.
I don't know him.
So he's actually on the majority of the boxes. He was a character that was the big character in Wildstorm, and then he got sold to DC and now exists in the DC universe as a character.
Oh, okay.
Could you imagine if like Marvel sold like Magneto or something like that?
Wow.
How weird that would be.
God, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, it's interesting. I like the Wildstorm stuff. I like the Gen 13 stuff. Marvel is just one of the comic series that I enjoy the artwork for.
I've noticed this about you and a few other collectors. You like some unique things that are not mainstream, you know?
Absolutely. Thank you for pointing that out. Actually, I really do pride myself on having a range of interests when it comes to artwork and comics. And you know, it's really fun getting to learn that. Like Jim Lee, who does my favorite Wolverine, probably your favorite Wolverine, was over at his own shop trying to do his own characters, and it's cool. There's that card again.
It's awesome. I don't even know, man. Like my favorite. Oh yeah, another portraits.
We're gonna finish this, man.
Yeah, you're getting there.
We're gonna finish this.
Jim Lee's Wolverine's up there. Even the classic Jusko 1992 Wolverine Sabretooth battle, that artwork is just epic to me. You know,
so Joe Jusko is my favorite artist. If anyone ever asked who your favorite artist is, like he's incredible.
Yeah,
and he's just been doing it for so long.
Yeah.
The 92 set was really good. The 96 masterpiece set that he did is phenomenal.
Wait, 96.
Sorry, the 92, and then the 2016 is what I meant to say.
Thank you. It's okay. I'm following now. Yeah, the 2016 was amazing.
Yeah.
Would like to open a box of those, actually.
These cards are in such good shape.
Thank goodness. Yeah.
These might as well. Oh,
there you go. That's it.
This is what I was talking about.
That's amazing.
So this Magneto card, when I saw this card as a kid, I was just captivated. I must have drawn this on every spare sheet of paper I had as a kid in school. Didn't learn a thing, just did this the whole time. And it's amazing. I really, really love this card. That's going in a different pile.
Graydon, Justin drew that as well, or painted it or something when he was younger. That's so cool. Yeah.
Do you remember doodling in school? Like, what did you draw in school?
Yeah, I drew a bunch of crazy stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
I still doodle a little bit at work, you know?
Yeah. You ever thought doing a sketch card and like submitting it to like Upper Deck or a company to see?
I would love to do that. It's just with the amount of things that I have going on, I like just doing it. I gave Justin a sketch card I did of Spider-Man
Oh, cool.
with the last pack magic box that I sent him.
Nice.
And actually, the last pack from that QFX was a pack he had never opened, so it was really cool to share that experience. But I sent a sketch over with him, and I love doing the sketches, but I'm not like an original artist when it comes to comic. I'm drawing other people's comic books.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I don't ever want to like take away from the idea that like I'm not creating any of this. I'm just continuing the doodling I did at school when I was a kid.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
I was really pleased that we could all be a part of that last pack magic box. That was a good idea.
No doubt. That's a cool one. Spidey and Wolverine.
Yeah, that's
a cool one. I like
These
it.
are in such good shape. Like,
hey, decide to grade. There you go. That's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to carefully go through this and make some choices. I'm interested to see if my bricking project works. I've seen it work for other people, and I tested it on 3 packs, and I'm really curious to see if a week is enough to get it to work.
When you say testing it, do you want to share what you're doing?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a video on YouTube of a guy doing it. It's like 25 minutes long, and he made a humidor out of a Tupperware container, and then elevated the cards inside of the Tupperware container.
Okay.
So I'm basically doing that. I made a couple little adjustments, and I think it's some people have said it takes a really long time. I'm going to try it in different intervals and see when they come apart, but I'm not going to pull them apart. I'm going to try to get them to literally just glide apart.
Do you remember which year and brand you put in there?
Which year of card it was?
Yeah. Like what type?
It was 93 Masterpiece.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like they couldn't be more brick. Like you could build a wall out of these.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which was interesting because I have a sealed box of that on my shelf that's just for display, and I really see no point in opening it given how many of those packs bricked.
Right.
There's that Magneto again. I love when you have a card that's a favorite of yours. Yeah. I'll never be able to pull too many of these. If the rest of these packs were these, I'd be fine.
Oh man, I love it. One of the best Magnetos.
Yeah. This is one of the things with like my stupid little thing of saving the last pack or two is I really want that puzzle. I really, really want to do that puzzle. So it's like hard to want to do that. Want to keep them.
That would be a challenge for me for sure, is to keep a pack sealed after opening the box.
These cards are so good. So one of the mysteries we solved today was the echoing on the cameras. That was yes. Thing to resolve.
So happy about that. If you're doing a card cam with your phone or whatever, turn the volume all the way down. It fixes a lot of things.
Fixes a lot of the problems.
Yep.
Did you watch any of the stuff that the guys were posting from OAX?
A couple of things. I saw a lot of stories with a lot of original art.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was watching all the hangouts and the box breaks and stuff the guys were doing, and I just wanted to be there so bad.
Yeah. That's the best part about those, is hanging out and opening cards with your friends, you know?
So you open up, you have like a community of friends that you open cards with in person.
Yes, I do now.
And have you been doing that for a while? Like you said, you guys get together and you opened up a Midnight Suns box together.
It's crazy because for the last 10 years, you know, I'll have random people or friends and we'll talk about, what do you want to do tonight? And I'll say, well, you want to open some cards? I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like, yeah, let's open some trading cards. And they're like, what? Okay. And so they'll open some cards with me and they're like, yeah, this is kind of cool. But then I'll start asking questions like, what was your favorite cards as a kid? And one of my buddies is Garbage Pail Kids was his favorite, right?
Cool.
So we ordered a 2013 Garbage Pail Kids box, and he opened it and he got the Atom Bomb. We got it graded and received a black label.
Wow.
And he got an offer for $6,000 on that black label. The box cost him whatever it was, $100, $200, and he didn't take it. But it's stories like that that make me really happy, because he hadn't opened cards since he was a kid, right? And then he hits a home run when he opens up his childhood favorite cards, right? So
I love that story, and I can't believe he didn't sell it. Oh, there we go, another puzzle.
No, another one, love it. I don't remember getting more than 3 or 4, maybe 5 portraits at the most from
I'm on a
these.
heater right now. I'm holding out hope to finish this page for my Sabretooth Master Collection binder.
Yeah. But no, Graydon, one of my favorite things to do ever is to have a drink, whatever, listen to music and hang out with your friends and opening cards. It's one of the best things ever, man.
Oh, that's, I wish I lived closer. I'd be knocking on your door in the next hour.
I'd be inviting you over a lot.
I like drinking old fashions. Old fashions are my drinks.
Those are nice, man. Yeah, real nice.
I like mixing up a bourbon old fashioned. And so on New Year's, I had my family over. My family was very close to me. And my niece came over with them, and everybody was hanging out doing the New Year's thing. But I opened up cards as we got closer to midnight, and she was loving it, and I was loving it. Oh, there we go.
That's fun. Yeah, you got another insert. It's awesome.
There's a lot of inserts coming out of this.
Yeah, love it. So what were you saying about midnight?
New Year's Eve? As we got closer to midnight on New Year's Eve, everybody was kind of winding down a little bit. Everyone also has kids. Like, there are babies there, Everyone was winding down. I was like, well, I guess now's a good time to pull out some Marvel cards and open them. And only my niece wanted to.
Hey.
Somebody. She loved it. Everybody else kind of laughed, but it was great. My things are opening cards, and I like playing chess. So it was not exactly the most party active things to do.
I like chess, but I'm terrible at it, so I don't play it that often. But I like it.
I play a lot of chess.
I was funny you said that. Last night, matter of fact, Graydon, I was on YouTube just kind of scrolling through some things, and the top #1 chess player I think of all time,
Magnus Carlsen.
Yeah, I was watching him destroy all these other top players in chess. I'm like, this is so interesting,
Magnus Carlsen's a really interesting character. One of his little things that he does in like a 15-minute game, he'll frequently show up late. And so the timer starts whether you're there or not. So the timer will be ticking away, and he'll sit down. Usually I've noticed about a minute and a half late, but instead of rushing into the game, he will reposition all of his pieces. He'll touch every piece, and then he'll start playing. It's a bit of a psychological thing. I think people have caught on to it, so they expect it now, but I think it's very cool.
That is neat. That's different.
Definitely. He's a great chess player. I think his rating is like 2,600, 2,500. He's a very good player.
Yeah.
My rating is not that high. Another one.
Online or with friends or both or what?
I play the computer, so I step it up I step it up 50 levels every single time I beat the computer.
Okay.
And I play a lot of the guys at work. There are some incredible chess players at my job.
Nice, man. Nice.
My wife is into chess now, which is fun.
Oh, that is more fun that if she's into it. That's cool.
Yeah. So
are you beating her low? Are you killing her?
Oh, absolutely. But a lot of them are like, oh, don't move there because you'll lose your queen, right?
Yeah.
As you give out those tips, she's gotten so much better. It's actually become really fun to have a real match with once she's had a couple warm-up ones. Gives me a run for my money. It's great.
That's awesome, man.
She's a very sharp woman. I don't want her to beat me every time, though. Then I don't want to.
Right. No, we don't want that.
Yeah, chess is one of those things I think I'll always play. I've had a chessboard since I was, oh my God, there we go. Okay.
Dude,
so
that's cool.
This is my first ever Graydon Creed pack pulled card of my own. The other character that I collect, this is Sabretooth's son. I've never had an opportunity to open a box that this guy was in. There are 5 cards. There are 5 cards, and that is it.
Wow.
So there you go. So I actually, in anticipation of it, I had a little Graydon Scrabble pieces put back there that say Graydon. So that's cool.
I've seen that card a million times, and I never knew that was Sabretooth's son. That's good to know. Huh.
And he's not a mutant. He is a bigot who hates mutants because both of his parents were mutants and abandoned him. And he runs the oh, there we go. Another
portraits.
Oh, that's a good one too. That's like the centerpiece.
Those are awesome, man.
Oh, these are so good.
Yeah.
So he runs the something humanity. I forget what it is, but it's like a prejudice group against mutants. Basically, it's really interesting. And I only collect him because he ties into my storyline and he has my name.
I love it. I love it.
This is an interesting card. Like there's so much green in this card. You can see that this is painted. Like I can see brush strokes in this, you know?
Yep.
Those were things I never noticed as a kid. I never noticed like the original art aspect of it as a kid.
Yeah.
I just thought they were cool.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
We're getting down to it here. We flew through those.
Yeah, you got a lot of portraits. You're close to the set.
Man, I'm very close. Back in the day, there was no eBay to just jump on and grab the 2 you were missing, though, you know? So.
Yeah. You'd have to wait until you get to school, tell a buddy, or go to your friend's house, or go buy more packs at Walmart or wherever, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So the spot that sold packs where I was, I think it was the corner store. Like there wasn't a whole lot, but the corner store would occasionally have them, and it was where you go to buy your fishing license.
I swear, Graydon, there is a multi-million-dollar idea out there that I just am not prepared to do right now. But if somebody would open up trading card shops that were nothing but Marvel and maybe DC in non-sports, you could throw in Garbage Pail and Magic if you want, but mostly Marvel and DC, that does not exist almost anywhere. I'll go to big cities all over the country.
Yeah.
And trying to find Marvel cards or DC cards sealed is like an act of God. It's like, I can't do it. It's impossible.
It's really challenging.
It is, man.
I went to Walmart the other day where I live and looking for blaster boxes.
Yeah.
And I really, really wanted a blaster box, and we didn't have them. But this spot, I would say 50% of the time I go, I find a blaster box.
Yeah. My dream is to have a brick and mortar with a lot of 90s boxes and the newest stuff mixed, you know?
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
You know, with prices being what they are, some people want to buy the 90s because they're cheaper. Some people want to buy them because they're nostalgic and cool, and both. That is such a great Mystique card.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
Like with all of the kind of the ghost portraiture in the back.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, man, these are in like absolutely great shape.
Good. Except for that Wolverine crippled Magneto insert. Except for that.
On the corner. Literally the only one I've seen of the day on the corner.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
God. I'm going to keep 2 packs. So this is going to be the last one I'm going to open.
Okay.
And I'm going to open up those other ones. I'm going to put them together for another little box of last packs that I'm going to do. 36 packs. I think I can justify keeping 2. I don't see anything in this one. So I think we're out of luck on. Oh, there we go. We got the check. This is the first checklist that I pulled out of this entire box. I'm so That's a great checklist that's going on. I don't know why I have such a thing for checklists. I just miss them. I wish they were still in sets.
That's the one, Locust. That's what I was talking about earlier. I just like the art.
And that's Julie Bell.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's just sweet art.
You can so tell that that's a Julie Bell card too by the pose.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Amazing. And ending with like the super classic Beast card. This is card number 3. This is a super classic Beast card.
Good box. Dude, that was a great box.
That was really, really fun. I'm going to keep, just dropped it. I'm going to keep these 2 packs for another opening.
Okay.
But that was a lot of fun. For me, I'm super happy I got this Graydon Creed card. First opportunity to pull one. And I wish that Wolverine had come out in better shape for you.
That's all right, man. Yeah. Keep on searching.
Yeah, we'll just do a little recap here. We got a couple of nice inserts. These cards look good. The foiling's definitely different. These remind me of the Marvel Metal cards that came out the year after this, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're neat.
And then I'll just show you how we did for the puzzle. We got, maybe there's another puzzle piece in those other 2 packs. We'll find out later. But
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this one is just so fire. That was the first one.
Love it.
So 6 of the 9, not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad.
At all. I'm definitely going to be using those in my Sabretooth binder that I'm going to put together. And every card that I pulled in here is going to go to a use. You know, I'm not like, none of these were like, what am I going to do with the base? I'm either going to give them to my niece and put them in a binder for her. I'm going to pick through some and see if I want to try this grading thing of yours.
Yeah.
but that was super fun.
Yeah, man, it was.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. No, I've had this 93 box for a while, so I'm glad I got to open that, and glad I got to see yours, because when we get off the show, I definitely want to talk to you about some of those I can try to trade to get from you if you'll sell them. Yeah,
absolutely. I love that idea of doing some trading. What is the next card show that you're headed to?
I want to go to the biggest one this year. So either the National, I think, is in Cleveland this year, or maybe the Dallas Card Show. And honestly, I need to research more. I want to have a couple of tables with some Marvel cards, some high-end Marvel cards, and I want to be at a show that would be the best fit for that. And I've asked a lot of people, and there's not really an answer. So I haven't narrowed it down, but one of the big ones. Yeah.
Cool. And looking for boxes, looking for rare inserts.
Yeah, that's it. Boxes, rare inserts, and open up with friends, and yeah. Do you got any plans going to one?
You know, I've never been to one. So
oh, wow.
I would love to go to my first one. I'm feeling terrible that I missed the OAX one just because of all the hangouts. I would have loved to have been there for that. But my schedule of traveling is really hectic with work. I travel for work a lot.
Yeah.
So it'll be a last minute thing if I can swing one.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. Well, if you go, let me know if you go to one.
I want to hang out. I want to. I definitely would. We're gonna make it happen one day.
Yeah, sweet.
Thanks so much for agreeing to do this today. This was super fun. I'm going to pick through these. I'm going to hang up, and you and me are going to chat about which ones out of here
awesome.
You need for your collection.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Thanks for having me on, as always.
You bet. Everybody go check out Cool Cards YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to it.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Take care.